Revolution Talk. My name is Zay Desetti. We are here at MJ Unpacked Live in Las Vegas, and I'm here with James Compton from Dispenza. Man, how you doing, bro?
I'm really good, man.
Good, awesome, man.
It's been amazing convention so far.
For sure.
Last year we did like the whole entire cannabis circuit all over country and Toronto as well, and I had an amazing first year in the convention space, and coming into the second year we had a lot of high expectations, and it's been some weird, funky conventions this year.
Know, it's
but
kind of weird.
you know, and
been a couple of years.
you know, fair.
Yeah.
But for a second year establishment, MJ Unpacked, you know, second time in this space, I think already I'm seeing one of the best organizations. Like the way that they have their entire setup, the
100%.
food, the service,
everything,
the layout, and the assistance for the booths. I like never been a part of a convention that is like this well of an assistant tool for the actual networking piece itself.
Well, not only that, the quality of the people, the quality of the brands, the concentration of that quality is really awesome. And it's how it's curated. George did a really good job at this. It's really amazing, and I'm happy to be a part of it as well as you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So tell me about Dispenza. What's going on there? I heard a lot of great things about you guys.
Yeah.
Tell me what's up, buddy.
You know, Dispenza is a subsidiary of our parent company, SEOguarantee.com, and we've been building a tech crew for 11, 12 years in digital marketing and asset creation, and we kind of fell into SEO by accident. We were building all these robust pieces of software and automation systems, but we weren't getting repeat business and long-term clients.
Right.
And so we asked ourselves the bigger question, why? And it's like, oh, well, we're not offering long-term value and being in a dynamic that would even allow that.
Right.
So we're like, okay, let's get into marketing. And we literally just tried all these variations of marketing and SEO. We were naturals at it because it's really just from a data analyst perspective, it's data organization.
Right.
You know, at a very fine level in all these different capacities.
Yes.
And then, so we're doing all this SEO, and we're adding all of our automation systems and our conversion funnels and all this ancillary experience into this product, this suite of services. And we fell into dispensaries by accident. I picked up a couple here in town 3-4 years ago. And, one of my first dispensaries we picked up, we 7 times the revenue and helped them get acquired by Jushi for $54 million.
Wow.
So, you know, big light bulbs went off.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Right.
And so these huge light bulbs of like, you know, we apply the same stuff to all these different industries, and cannabis is just explosive with what we do.
Right.
So we've been full, like all money, time, energy, focus, employees, everything, focused at the retail cannabis space for dispensaries and delivery services. And today we have the largest sharehold of dispensaries paying a company for local SEO, local marketing services. We're winning the race, and we're coming out with a few pieces of tech that, quite honestly, could take the entire industry. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So let's tease this out. Can you break that down a little bit about what the services that you're providing to these dispensaries?
Totally.
So that way they understand, the audience understands.
Totally. So, like, you know, we're at the day and age where we're not really reliant on friend or family or referral-based marketing or hearsay or QVC commercial that comes on the air or the old catalogs that have the 100,000. We're beyond this space in business, right?
Sure.
And none of these things matter anymore. And quite frankly, social media is getting phased out. Unless you're a weird gimmick product. Like, there's not much room for you in social media to scale a business anymore.
Right.
So it's like, what's left? What's the actual driver? And it's like, when's the last time you've had to, like, I don't know, replace a window on your home or your car?
Right.
What did you do in that situation? Did you ask a friend?
No. Here you go.
You asked Google, right? Your best friend.
The encyclopedia of the world.
Exactly.
Access.
Right? And it's almost always now, we're seeing these trends shift from like looking for a product or service or a brand or a company to literally just looking for exactly what is needed, plus this near me tag.
Yeah.
So it's like tires near me.
Yeah.
Tires near me. Pizza near me, right? Cannabis dispensary near me.
Yes.
Right? And it's become the #1 driver of all local business in the entire planet. So what we do is we guarantee our clients in a 5 to 15 mile radius around their business to appear as #1 in these key phrases of dispensary near me, cannabis near me, weed near me, weed delivery, the entire stack of consumer-ready, purchase-ready customers looking to buy cannabis products.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it's not is it geofencing? What is that exactly?
No, geofencing is, I mean, like by technicality, it's very similar. It's relatable, but the way the business listing works is it's epicenter, its center point is the actual address, and it stretches out in all angles with its amount of authority over other types of businesses that offer exactly what that is. So my dispensary near me search for my client starts gaining this radius because we become more authoritative than the other dispensaries that are around them, and now our reach literally goes over them and goes beyond them. So people 5-6 miles away are typing dispensary near me, and 5 miles away Google says basically this is your closest dispensary. And that is not the truth, but we're the most authoritative one.
Right, so authority based on Google.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. Wow, okay, so very, very clear on this because you got ranked for high results organic results back in the day, back in 2010. Got it, boom, and immediately you start driving all my traffic. I never really had just constant pipeline traffic.
The good old days.
The good old days, right? The only kid on the block. What are you looking to the block?
This is the same era where you could name yourself A1 Windows and blow your business up because you were first in the yellow pages.
That's so right. That's so true.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. So when you did, let's just say, you leave here in Las Vegas, obviously Las Vegas, lots of tourism, lots of stuff. So did you ever, have you done another state that doesn't have the same amount of tourism and measured those metrics against each other and seen what that looks like?
Absolutely.
What was the result of that?
So we have 3 tiers of competition level. It's 1, 2, and 3, right? And tier 1 is anywhere that's like super vertical. So like New York, San Francisco, like vertical cities, we're talking 10, 20, 30, 50 stories, and there's 3, 4, 5 miles of this or more. That is absolutely the most competitive thing in the world. The second most competitive thing is high tourism markets. So although the Strip has vertical nature, there's only 8 buildings, 10 buildings. So it's not a vertical city, but we have 80 million tourists a year or so,
it's crazy.
and it's almost all right here. So it becomes this extremely high population in tourism market, which increases the saturation of competition, right? So those are the 2 most competitive nature, and in many cases they coincide together. A tier 2 is something like, Six Flags Magic Mountain is in LA County, right? But it's like 3 regions. Like downtown LA is like this whole valley. There's a mountain range, and then it's the valley, right? San Fernando Valley, and then it's a mountain range, and then it's the Santa Clarita Valley, right?
Okay.
So Six Flags is way up here in the Santa Clarita Valley, but the density is huge. There's so many people. So it's a tier 2 because it's not high tourism, it's not vertical city, but it's still high competition, high population, tier 2 competition.
Got it.
And then we have tier 3, which is like out in the countryside. We got a bunch of clients in like the middle of nowhere in Michigan where there's only 4 other competitors, but 4 competitors doesn't matter if you're number 4 and they're all first, second, and third. You basically don't exist on Google. So we've brought people with only 3 other competitors from last in place, number 4, to first, and they go 3 times revenue in 12 months.
That's amazing.
It's out of this world.
Fantastic.
Even in a low tier 3. So it's like, what are the volumes of increase that we can do? I think is irrelevant. It's the percentages of growth,
Well, it's also the consumer habits of typing in a certain keyword, too, that I found.
And it's search volume. We can only capture for our businesses as much search volume as within their drivable distance. The
consumer's typing dispensary near me, and you guys are ranking them, and that's where you're getting it. And now it's about capturing that whole. So totally get it. That's awesome.
And the ultimate answer and all of that is whatever the search volume is, we're going to get it for you. And that's what it's going to be. You're going to have the most of anybody else in the Google market.
So it's not like the general search results. It's kind of it's like Google Maps, or what is it?
No, it's Google.com. It's straight
Google.com.
Yeah.
Awesome,
and so it operates through Google Maps. But about 4 years ago, Google changed their results to have what's called the snack pack, that top 3 local results, right? It's generated and propagated from Google Maps. So I type dispensary near me, and I'm going to get a snack pack. These top 3. This is Google Maps, right? And then we have Google.com, which is the old organic.
Got it.
And so 3-4 years ago, they started adding these these known phrases that are obviously people looking for a local business, they started pulling the top 3 authoritative businesses into the snack pack on Google.com.
Totally. Yeah. And so, I mean, for your customers and your clients, once you get them that ranking, does that legacy ranking remain for like a long period of time? Because I noticed with mine, it was like I had it up there, and they can't. No one can shake me. They just cannot shake me.
Yeah.
Right? No matter what they do, I cannot update my website for like a month or 2, and they still can't shake me. And I update, I'm right back at the top again. Are you experiencing the same results with your work product?
So. You're going to have all these different levels of competition depending on where you are and what key phrases you're trying to rank for. And the ultimate answer is you're going to stay number 1 as long as you have the highest authority.
Right.
And so if you're in a very saturated marketplace, like a tier 1 area, I can rank somebody and we can stop working after our first term, and within a month or 2, they're nowhere to be found, or they're number 8 or 10. And the reason for that is these other guys didn't stop working the whole time. They just had no way to make it as authoritative as I made it because I'm doing active work.
Right.
But the moment that active work stops, it's only a matter of time if other people are doing active work to become more authoritative. And now your listing
boom. But I found that happened to me.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'd made it update. It's like bang, right back up to the top. It's like
So recently, over the last again 3, 4, 5 years, Google's done some incredible advancements to their algorithm, and one of them is using the actual location data of users' phones. Almost every phone in the world has some kind of Gmail or Google product integrated into their phone, and it gives them access to location data.
Right.
And in many cases, they're on Google doing searches.
Right.
So they're getting basically pixel data from origination of search to GPS data going inside of a business.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right? And so if you really think about this, once Google knows about you as a user, as a GPS signature with a MAC address on your phone, they don't really need to know what you're searching for anymore.
Right.
Because they can correlate your GPS data going into a business with your MAC address doing searches in the past.
Right.
And so all of a sudden this new play comes into effect where I do a search, dispensary near me, I click on a business, I go to that business. Google knows I spent 12 and a half minutes inside of that business, right? I then come back to that business 2 weeks later. I did not go to Google. I did not do a search. And I'm back in that business, and Google knows
that because of the
I'm back in that business.
So wild.
And so now this is now an organic repeat business signature without a Google search. It's one of the highest metrics that you can get in a local. So once you capture enough volume and you are the best business, you have the best customer service, you have the best experience, you have the best product, if people love you, the moment they find out about you, why wouldn't they come back to you?
So that's a registered metric without even them searching on Google.
But if it originates from Google, then Google continuously gives you the credit.
Wow.
Because it originated from Google, and it's adding organic authority to your profile without even doing anything more except you being an amazing business to your customers.
That's incredible.
It's amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Never would have thought about that.
Yeah.
So, it kind of brings up an interesting point. And coming back to Las Vegas, right, specifically.
Yeah.
And you're here in Las Vegas, so are we. And, some of the people I've talked to here regarding, let's just say, the unregulated market, right?
Yeah.
What's happening is they're getting off their plane and they're looking on Instagram or they're getting buzzed or whatever, and they're diverting them to the unregulated market. And folks here are concerned that they're not going to the regulated market to get quality products and stuff or anything like that. Is there anything within your systems that can help with that to make sure that they go to the right market, into the regulated market as opposed to unregulated market?
It's a really convoluted dynamic of...
Isn't it?
Man, it's such a can of worms you just opened up.
I'm just wondering, from your professional opinion...
Okay.
I'm not saying that you guys can do this or help with this or whatever. I'm just wondering for your professional opinion, because that's a concern that's been brought up by the regulators here, by the county commissioners, by even the associations.
Like the hardcore truth of the matter is, if regulators want more regulated weed being purchased by dispensaries and sold to customers through dispensaries, they need to honor the dispensary owner, and they're not.
Right.
They're screwing the living crap out of dispensary owners. You know, the taxes and regulations are they're just redundant, and they're causing business owners to lose astronomical amounts of their growth or their gross.
Right.
And so like that alone is causing idiocy in the decision-making process of what to do. And that's the problem.
And that's happening all across the country.
And it's happening everywhere.
Yeah,
and so
especially
it's like,
California.
Is there something that I can suggest from my expertise? Sure, but it's irrelevant because as soon as these things change, none of this matters.
Right, exactly.
It's a regulation problem, not anything else.
You know, that's something that's it made me think about it when you're talking about how incredible your technology is and how you can really truly help brands. Is there a way to further help brands be just help more, bring them more consumers? What I'm saying.
Yeah. Be patient. Take the slow game.
Right.
You know, the cash grab in this business happened, and it's over.
Yeah.
And the weekends are getting shaken out. You know, let's crypto terms, right? The weekends are getting shaken out, and the diamond hands are coming in, and they're buying things up. So, you know, honestly, right now, the game is be patient.
Yeah.
Be patient, be patient. If you can just survive right now, you're doing well.
Right.
Because like brand dominance and loyal customers, they will pay you hand over fist in profits when these regulators start benefiting the retail space.
Right.
And ultimately that's just going to actually bring profit to your established business.
Right.
And so it's only a matter of time until wherever you are is going to start turning a profit. Sure. You just have to remain constant where you are.
100%.
I don't think taking risks or going outside and trying to do your own marketing as a brand so it's a sticky market right now.
Yeah, it is.
Relationships is what they should be doing.
Absolutely.
This is what they should be doing.
For sure, 100%. And then so like coming back to Dispenso, what does the future look like, man? What do you guys
so one thing I wanted to say before we move on to the future, one thing that's absolutely incredible about our service is the guarantee to rank on Google is the only thing we charge for, and we guarantee it. We include all branding from a digital perspective, all web design, web development, conversion strategy, conversion rate optimization, integrations, and automation solutions, and all monthly maintenance, hosting, quick fixes, alterations, security, rollbacks, restores, new page, new product, new funnel. And literally, we become a marketing department. We have over 40 employees now. We're a department. Our clients get access to every single employee inside of our roof for one fixed price, for a guarantee to rank on Google, and we cover everything else. That's why we're growing so fast. That's why we're having these incredible case studies. We're truly helping and guiding the industry into the best decisions from a digital marketing and management perspective.
Amazing.
Yeah. So what does the future look like? One of the biggest problems in cannabis tech and cannabis operational management on a macro scale right now is the lack of data. We have, again, the regulators regulating and mandating certain processes be taken, such as approved POS systems and menu systems. Right. And these approved menu systems, I don't want to hate on these names I say, Dutchie, Trees, Timber, iHeart Jane, every single one of them. There's not one that's doing it right. I'm sorry, they're not giving the customer data to their damn clients.
Right.
They're not even offering, there's ways with third parties that you can go out and get third party plug-in installations into their stuff and start obtaining your customer data, but that still just divides the data and you get it finally as the dispensary owner and your menu provider gets it. That's one, right? The second thing is they're not providing the proper analytic data. They don't have origination and attribution. What that means is I have $200,000 this month in online sales, but where'd they come from?
Right. There's no way to
I'm spending money here. I'm spending money here. I'm spending money here. I'm doing lost leads over here. I'm overpaying, and all in hopes to get this $200K that I've generated. But now, what do I cancel, and what do I take that money and go ramp up my businesses in dispensaries? They don't have the ability to do this right now, right? So what's our future? We've made our own custom pixel. We've made our own custom origination data tracking, and we're so close to physical attribution. Now what that means is no matter where someone found you from a dispensary, whether that's Weed Maps advertising or brand advertising or affiliate advertising or a YouTube video or whatever, that origination data is pinged no matter what on your website, and every single user that comes physically into your storefront, we're building this unique check-in system which fires the pixel and it de-anonymizes metric.
Wow, that's amazing.
Think about what I just said right now. It de-anonymizes metric for that one customer log, right? And so over time what that means is I will de-anonymize every single transaction of all of metric And so whether a customer comes and buys from you, or they go to your competitor, we'll be able to know how long you retained them, and what they went and purchased at a different store when you lost
Just
that
accurate
customer.
reporting.
Yo,
that's amazing.
And we'll be able to know how much is coming from Weedmaps, how much is coming from your social campaign, how much is coming from your Google campaign, and what is the value of those lifetime customers. That's also another metric nobody knows. You get a customer from Weedmaps, how long are they with you?
Right.
How much did you profit from them?
And
how much are you spending to acquire that customer?
Right.
For all you know, you're losing every dollar in that spend. And then you look at another solution like Google, and it's like these customers typically come for life. As long as they live within the vicinity, they're coming back to you for life because they're not looking for a deal, they're looking for convenience and quality. And if you give them that convenience and you give them that quality, they're the top dollar spend and they're lifers. And now all of a sudden you look at the attribution model and you can clearly see all these avenues where you're spending 80% of your marketing are losing money for you. And these one or two little places where you're spending 20%, it's the 80-20 rule in business. 80% of all of your income comes from 20% of your time, money, or energy. And the opposite is true.
Right.
You know?
That's amazing.
It's insane.
That's amazing. Well, James, thank you so much for being on the show. James Compton, CEO of Diverse. Dude,
CEO of SEO.
CEO of SEO. Dispensa, MJ Biz, MJ Impact.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.